What does Sanur have to offer? Well, today I'm going to have a look at the big picture and then break it down piece by piece. Is there really enough to fill in a holiday in Sanur? Every 210 days, Bali transforms into a realm where the divine meets the everyday. Streets are full of penjors, homes are adorned with offerings, and the community comes out in celebration. This is Galungan and Kuningan, a time when Bali's spiritual heartbeat is at its best. I thought I'd head down to the beach and see what celebrations are taking place down on the beach. It's amazing down here of the morning. Even better when you've got people praying on the beach. A gung clear as at the background. Now, this is remarkable. This is Bali. If you're fortunate enough to be here during Galungan, you'll see Bali at a really special time. It's just the togetherness of Bali life. Well, I just thought I'd stop and grab some breakfast. It's been an early morning this morning, up at 5 o'clock this morning, to hit the temples to get some of those shots. What is Galungan? I'm going to do this in the basic sense. It's Dharma versus Adharma. It's the celebration of victory over good, over evil. The Balinese also believe that it's during this time their ancestors come back down to visit, so that's why there's a real strong sense of community. Everybody's happy, everybody's got visitors. It's going to be a great week. Part of this episode, I think I'll just show a bit more around Sanur, getting used to where I am, and then maybe at the end of it, Kuningan is at the end of the festival when everybody leaves, and we'll have a look at that as well. Hope you enjoy it. So I need to get one thing straight from the start. Sanur is not a sleepy town. It's got that nickname Snore, but the reality is if you look further beyond the hotels, if you look further beyond the beaches, there is a lot to Sanur and there is a lot to see in Sanur. I know a lot of people have walked the beach walk over the last couple of probably years, but I just want to do it today just to get a general location overview, and then in the next 3 weeks we'll go into each section little by little and have a deeper look at Sanur. Absolutely fantastic day today. Let's go have a look. So as I said before, Sanur is this big patchwork. It's got big, huge international resorts, medium-sized resorts, small villas, warongs. It's got 5-star restaurants. Wherever you are in Sanur, it's going to be different. And when you're choosing that holiday destination, or like me, you're coming over to say, whereabouts in Sanur do I want to stay? There's a lot of decisions you need to make based on what your needs are and what you want to be close to. Even the different beaches. As you go down, they're all similar, but different. Some are very local, some are very resorty. There are a lot of decisions to be made when you first move here. So hopefully today we can have a quick look and see where we go from there, and then in the future weeks get a little bit deeper, narrow places down, walk into some hotels, have a look at some inside the hotels, have a look at warongs, check out some food. There's a lot to see. As I was starting today's trip, I noticed a fisherman just throwing a net out, and I thought maybe that's what I need to do. Look at the real Bali. Try and find those little things that are happening in the background, but right in front of your eyes. Just for small fish? Okay, yeah. Can I get one of you throwing? Thank you. Terima kasih, thank you. Sukses. On first impressions, you look at Mertisari and it's a very local beach. I look around, there's locals swimming, there's families, everybody's here. It is the week of Galungan, but still Mertisari is a very, very local beach. It has all the kites down here in kite season, and it's where a lot of the locals come here and also up at Sindu Sagara. But when you look beyond that, it's also a travel hub. Places like G'day Mertisari, where you can hire surfboards to head out to the waves. There's boats going here with divers, there's boats going across the Lembongan, small boats. There's a lot of activity here, especially in the morning. People everywhere, people going places. Sit back, have a coffee, have a look at life going on in Sanur. As I've come along the beach, I've found a small net fisherman just coming in and selling his catch for the day. As you're walking down Mertisari Beach, you'll see these tables and chairs all nicely on the sand, and there's a stall just across on the path where you can get coffee and croissant for $3.50, 35,000 rupiah. Wow, life in Sanur. This morning I got up at 6 o'clock, got on the bike, rode down to the beach, 20-minute ride down to Mertisari from where I live, and you can get sunshine like this, coffee, croissant, 35,000 rupiah, $3.50. It's a pretty good start to the morning, and it's a good start to Sanur life. So once you get past Mertisari, you've got a little bit of construction area, and then you're straight into the big resorts. You've got the Mercure, you've got the Prama, and then you've got Puri Santrian. So the three big resorts here, you've got the Mercure, you've got the Prama, and you've got the Puri Santrian. These have got the deck chairs on the waterfront, they've even got bocce. Great location, big resorts. If that's where you'd like to stay, hopefully we'll get to have a look at those in the coming weeks, because there is some fantastic resorts here with some really good facilities. Just as you get to the Mercure Hotel, you'll find the Genius Cafe. It looks a really impressive cafe, great seating on the beach. I think we'll definitely put that in next week's episode and have a look at what their food's like. If you're looking at somewhere to stay down this end of town, you really can't go wrong with the Prama. It's an excellent choice. The venue, lots of stuff on, right on the beach. It ticks just about every box of a Bali holiday. It really is a great stretch down here, but it is a long stretch. So that's probably where getting yourself a bicycle and having a good ride down makes a lot of sense. One thing that draws me back to Bali time after time is beachfront restaurants. I don't think you can beat some of the restaurants on the water in Sanur. The location is fantastic. The food, like here at Costa by Monster, excellent. What a better way to while away a holiday or a long-term stay. And if you really want to have a great holiday, you've got to have a look at the Puri Santrian. It's all class, it's spectacular. It looks really good on the water. The sun's shining on it, flat calm sea of Sanur. It's pretty good, spectacular. It's lovely beachfront at this end, and you don't have to stay at the resorts to enjoy the beach. There's lounges here, $5 a day, just north of the Puri, that you can enjoy, that you can spend time on these beaches with this view, with the same people who are paying hundreds of dollars in the resort, and just enjoy your sunny holiday. So a little bit further up and you end up at Seminyak Beach. There's an area there called Area Balenga, which is just full of about 12 different warangs that do really good, affordable, cheap food of good quality. I'm going to come back down here in the next couple of weeks and maybe do a special and just sit here and eat in as many as I can, just to show the quality that you can get in some of these small warangs on the beachside in Sanur. So once you get to Stuja de Pantai, that's where you start to come across what I call the central section, where you've still got large to mid-size hotels, but you start to get in what I think is more the restaurant and the cafe scene. So you've got a lot more on the waterfront, a lot more to sit down and do nothing. Little drink break just as I ride up the beach. It's a hot morning. Well, I'm at Tapah, and Tapah's a great little warung right on the beach, on a little point. I'll leave a location pin in the description. And it's before one of the big resorts that I forgot, the Hotel Intercontinental. So we're going to go past the Intercontinental, and then there's a little bit of a gap where there used to be a lot of warungs. They're all being pulled down now for what I've been told is some parklands. So that'll be interesting to see that develop over time, but we'll get past that, then we'll get into that cafe area of La Playa, etc. Another great location right on the beachfront, the Hotel Intercontinental and their Pier 8 restaurant. Another place where you could just while away whole afternoons, sitting in the water, dropping in and out every now and again for some beverages or some snacks. Just next to Tapah. Absolutely fantastic location. So it looks like they're putting a new structure on the beach. Looks like it's got a bit of concrete underfooting. Not sure what it's going to be. We'll find out in time. So this next section just after the Hotel Continental, this is where you can see all the iron sheeting up. It's known where this is where the restaurants used to be. They've all been pulled down to make way for what's been said as parkland. So it's going to be a bit of a wait to see what happens there. Hopefully it's a nice amenity for the locals and the community of Sanur. Time will tell. So I've just got up to La Playa and I can see that the guys at Sea Water Sports have just got themselves a new ramp. So the next large resort we're going through is the Hyatt. Huge area, lots of seats, big pools, top end resort. Nice bike trail part through here. Really lush, really green. I'd say the Hyatt is very close to Nusa Dua resort living. Just next to the Hyatt there's a beach here where if you get here early enough you can mark your place, get a nice spot under the tree. It's the perfect day for a free beach on Sanur. I should have noticed the rain clouds coming, but in the next minute the skies opened, it was black, there was lightning, and I was pedaling for my life. I only made it halfway and I've still got all the way up to Sindhu and Sagara, so I'll be back in a couple of days to finish off this project.
Running low on the borderlines, and you tell me that you're doing